right, we should be live.
I thought you were going to do that.
I mean, I can. I'll get up and scratch. It's going to be great. All right. Welcome, everybody.
Be like a bonus for anybody that tuned in.
Right. Let's see. We are currently live.
Well, that's the thing, I guess.
That is a thing. We're starting off on a new half-hour hype. Let's get this going. Might as well say hi to everybody.
Final one of the month. Good Lord, a lot of ones for the final one of the month.
That's exactly what I thought. It's like, all right, we're starting. We're starting March.
Yeah. Fails early.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's going to be terrible in
kick
the
on.
microphone.
Good to see you, Toby. Hello.
Howdy, friends.
That's good. I don't have numbers. Toby's a ghost. Zeros all across the board.
Maybe, for the viewership?
Yeah.
Oh, well. We know it's working. We know
Yes.
it's out there.
Thank you for saying hi, Toby, because I didn't.
I mean, my
see
phone
anyone.
says I should join and watch it, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it live.
There you
know,
go.
like,
That's what you should do.
why do I got to watch it if I'm going to do it?
I'm here.
It's Keith and Richie show.
Mm-hmm.
We do the comics on the Tuesday nights for you guys. We bring you the hypables. Usually focus on number ones, number twos, and if there's something we want to have a conversation about, put on your radar. So we're showcasing off books that you can turn around and purchase and reservations for right on this show. That's why we do it. So if you see something that we flash out to the screen that you're very interested in, you could type into the chat, and whether that's on YouTube, whether that's on Twitch, or whether that's on Facebook, we're going to get it back here. If you're watching us on one of the other platforms, thanks for watching. But to interact, you might want to turn around and either send a message or get on one of the other platforms.
Correct.
But when you turn around and type in the chat that you want one of these books, be sure to be specific about which variant you are looking for, since we have a couple different ones for all the books. We will then, at the end of the show, pull it and hold it for you. Hold Slot members, you know the deal. If you're not a Hold Slot member, not a problem. We will turn around and hold this for you through the end of the day on Sunday. And if you need to make arrangements, either to get it shipped or to pay now, pick up later past Sunday, please contact the store. We can handle it.
Yes.
That's what we got.
That's it. That's exactly what we got.
In a nutshell.
So now we should show off what we actually got.
Want to do books?
Yeah, let's do books.
How about
That's
Image?
What they came to see.
What Image got?
Yes. So this is the ambassadors. I did not print two sheets, so I'm going to go off memory here.
So you're saying if there's any notes, I should read it?
Yes.
Imagine you could gift superpowers to 6 people. In a world of 8 billion, who do you choose? Join 6 of the greatest artists in the industry for an enormous story about ordinary people from around the world explaining why it should be them.
Correct. So this is Mark Miller joint. This is going to have different artists for each issue, 6-issue miniseries, talking about a game, like basically like Hunger Games or something like that. At 8 billion people, 6 people are going to get superpowers.
All right.
Feels very like adaptable to television, which is something Mark Miller's been doing. But very cool, interesting piece.
So first issue here, Frank Quietly is not only your main cover artist, but it is the interior artist. So they've worked together.
They've done one.
They kind of know each other. That is $3.99 for that cover. If you're interested in the, I'm going to say it's Gigi Cavanago.
Good enough.
I probably murdered it. $4.99 for Gigi's cover here.
Yes.
This cover is Pepe Larraz, and it is $4.99 also. So them's the options.
Yes.
The other image, number 1 this week, is Indigo Children.
I'll say that when I did take notes on this one, I was like bold sentence there.
Yeah, they look like that they're really going to swing for the fences. If you're going to call it Radiant Black meets the Department of Truth, that's hit upon hit.
Yeah, that is all right.
All right, fair.
Statement made.
Action-packed sci-fi mystery epic as journalist Donovan Price hunts down the extraordinarily gifted Indigo Children after their mysterious disappearance 15 years prior. I mean, plot-wise, I could get some.
You can see kind of
some storytelling that way. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay. I'm allow it.
Definitely has me for number 1. So
Alex Diodo on your main cover here, and it is $3.99. Jumping to Marvel, which they do have quite a few options here.
Have a bit.
I'm not even going to try to grab all of them at once because that'll just kill me. Let's start with Avengers Beyond.
Yes.
Who's that dude in the middle?
That would be the Beyonder.
Hey, that's clever naming then.
That's correct.
Someone has been manipulating the Avengers for the past several months, altering the very fabric of reality in an attempt to prepare this planet for a threat that could destroy everything. Something big is coming to the Marvel Universe.
Yes, I believe this is the kickoff to a catastrophic event or big changes coming with Marvel.
So this is a 5-part mini. Greg Land on interiors and your main cover here for $3.99. We also have a Scotty Young variant, which that's fantastic for $4.99. You know, the Beyonder's just a cool like kind of character.
It's great.
And then we're going to jump over to The Thing.
Yes.
It's a book called Clobberin' Time.
Yeah, so this one, I'll put it straight out there. This is a mini series that is about clobbering people. This isn't, you're not going to pick up this book looking for, very
Deep, insightful.
Yeah, this is not that book. This book is for action-packed, page-to-page, panel-to-panel mayhem. It's going to be anthology series, so each issue will be slightly different, but it's always going to feature Thing and someone else just fighting all the way through. And obviously, if you're going to do a Thing Clobberin' Time, who you start with? Of course you start with Hulk.
Sounds like Russell Crowe on South Park.
That is exactly what it is.
Steve Scroce on this, writing and art, main cover, the whole 9 yards here. $3.99 for that.
Jonathan says your haircut looks good.
What would he know?
Looking snazzy.
Every so often I get so tired of it, it just has to go. That's the game.
That's why I wear a beanie. What do you got, bud?
I got potentially the most hypiest of hype book
This
of the
is,
week.
yeah, it might be the hottest thing ever.
It's definitely got all of the chatter.
That is correct. So I think I wrote stuff down on there, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Jeff, the one-shot. Jeff the Landshark stars in his own fantastic comic. That is Finn, F-I-N, for all you pun lovers at home. Since his very first appearance, Jeff the Landshark has flooded our hearts like an adorable tidal wave.
Yes. So this is actually a web series on Marvel Unlimited. They have compiled all the stories into a one-shot that people can physically buy. So
Perfect. Issue is $5.99 for the main cover, which is done by Guri
Good luck.
Hiru. Guri Hiru.
They don't get easier from here.
No, I'm gonna just murder them all night. That cover's amazing.
Yes, it is.
Dolly on your cover here.
It's an amazing cover, and it has Namor on it. What do you think?
Pretty great. $5.99 for that. Right in the duck. We also have a $5.99 Ron Lim.
That's right. Ron
Obviously, guys, if you're not catching how this story is supposed to be told by all the humor, you're missing. Totally missing it.
If you're looking for serious, I'd stay away from it.
Yeah, this is not Deep Thinker either. Venom Lethal Protector is back with another mini series, technically titled Venom Lethal Protector number 2, 1 of 5 here. Brock versus Doom. It really says enough said there, and then it has more words, and I don't care about the more words. If you're just going to get Venom versus Doom, I think you know where you're going.
For those that may be following Venom, I will say that this takes place in the past, where Venom and Brock were more symbiotic, and he was kind of taken over by Venom versus how they work together now.
Remember, the original Venom Lethal Protector from the 90s was done by Micheline, who is doing this one here. So very much told in that style, in that tale.
Yes.
It is a throwback for what you love from many, many years past. Paulo Sequeira on this one for $4.99. Peach Momoko on this Silver Sable killer cover. When you step back and take a look at it and look at how she did the background on that with Venom,
wonderful,
pretty great. $5.99 for Peach, and then we're continuing still with some villains. Yeah, I think this one's going to be popular.
How can you beat Alex Ross doing Venom? Come on.
Yeah, $5.99 on that one. Get in quick, guys, because I don't think it'll be here at the end of the day tomorrow.
I don't even think. Yeah, that definitely doesn't make it to the end of Thursday.
And Sequeira also has a different take for his 1 in 25 here. This one is $24.99.
That is a wraparound.
Ooh. So Venom fans, you're getting fed.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more from Marvel. We're not done. We're not done yet. Number 1's here. X-Men Unforgiven, which is a one-shot.
It is a one-shot series, so it is a number 1, but technically, if you want to be, it's a number 2, because this is from the pages of Spider-Man Unforgiven. Unforgiven is a group of vampires that have been forgiven and kind of fight crime. They're tearing through the Marvel universe. They hit up Spider-Man first, and through the tragic and crazy stuff that happened to that, they're going to be meeting the X-Men as body parts begin to fall.
It's interesting in Jubilee's there because she has a little bit of history.
I have some issues with vampires.
Kyle Hotz doing a dark take on the number 1 here for $4.99. Or we also have Peach Momoko continuing her Momoko Women's Month. This is focused upon Power Pack. $5.99 for that one. Then we go to Star Wars Jabba's Palace. In the Star Wars comic universe, we have reached the era of Return of the Jedi. And we are now kicking off all those types of books that are, line up with when that was in the movies.
Longtime Star Wars collectors will know what this means. This is the beginning of the series of one-shots that feature members of that era. So we've had them all. This is the beginning of Return.
Can't wait till we bring the one about Richie to the show here in a couple weeks.
I'm not an Ewok.
I don't know if that's proven. Guggenheim writing this one shot here, Star Wars Jabba's Palace. Again, kind of know where you're going.
That Ryan Brown cover is, I don't care that it's an A. I love it so much. That's such a good piece. Really good.
$4.99 on that. This one shows the theme very Lee Garbet on this one here for $5.99 on that. And, if you're going to be at Jabba's Palace, maybe there's a guy that hangs around there.
Probably need that. Yeah.
Alex Maleev with a 1 in 25 here for $24.99. That's stellar.
Yes.
That is sharp.
If you would like to be added to all of the one-shots, you can also request that. You can say add to series with this.
See benefits being hold slot?
Yep, I'll make sure you don't have to ask every week.
IDW has a new number 1. Continuing their Saturday Morning Adventures line, which came out firing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, you know what I didn't realize is that these are miniseries. So, like, the Saturday Morning Adventures for Turtles is 4 parts.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. It gives you that little hit of nostalgia. I think it's great for kiddos to look at and watch or read, and I just think it's really cool. So we go back to the late 80s with this one. I think this one
God, was it even late or was it closer to mid?
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. Come on, guys, you know this team. You've got it in your head and all this. You're gonna go, oh man, I can't believe I'm thinking that far back. George Combatis on your number 1 here for $3.99, or we have the 1 in 10, which man, that is really in line.
That's the one that will light you up and go, I have memories of that.
Tim Levins on the 1 in 10 here for $9.99.
Jonathan, I would say that this is great for kids from 9 to 11. It's the old cartoons that you used to watch in the 80s.
Definitely stylized that way. Definitely, content level is just fine for that. So. Pretty solid
So
stuff.
if you remember G.I. Joe and He-Man and all that, Dungeons and Dragons was kind of hitting at that same time.
That's the era. Jumping to DC, and we're going to go big first.
Okay.
And when I say big, I mean fill in the screen here. Waller versus Wildstorm. New Black Label title here. This is, I want to say it's going to be 3 parts.
Yeah, I believe that's true. There were so much words when I looked at the synopsis.
There's a lot going on here. It is designed as bi-monthly.
Yeah.
So with the DC Black Label, they've wanted to turn around and hype quality over quickness over this. And I believe they've done a really great job.
Yes. This takes place in the 80s. It is during the Cold War. It is a fight for the entity known as Checkmate, and there are 3 major players that are involved. One including a very young startup named Amanda Waller. So, and of course, Wildstorm might be a little involved in this as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that they can play around with that, and being one of those old timey. You didn't know Tales kind of idea. This has got a good shot there. So definitely adult. We're going to go completely opposite here. No children should be around Black Label.
Yeah.
This is for us that think of ourselves as more mature, even though we're not.
Thank you for saying thinking of.
Yeah. George Fornes on this here, $5.99 for your main cover. Do have options. Man, if that isn't styled, everything come on. Eric Battle. Just delivering on your 90s right there. $6.99 for that variant. Or we have, I think, just one of this 1 in 25, Mike Perkins. for $29.99. I love how the jacket has got the characters.
It's the character. Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's just good art, just really good art for that. So that's a big choice. And then staying, DC is staying kind of mature this week. We have got the Unstoppable Doom Patrol.
Yes. So this is in continuity of the Dawn of DC. This is the aftermath. One of the aftermaths of the Lazarus Planet is that a lot of people now have superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them may be freaks and may have problem controlling their powers. And in the DC universe, we don't have the X-Men. So who's gonna be able to take on these outcasts and problem children? None other than your favorite Doom Patrol. So
yeah, I mean, obviously Doom Patrol gets a little bit more front light with success over the TV shows. Yep. But Chris Berman is your interior artist on this. He's also your main cover at $3.99. Do have some options here.
I freaking adore this book.
Zerdy?
Yeah.
Nathan Zerdy?
Zerdy is fire. There's a great story about this as well with when it comes to our foil version of this, but I think this is so great.
The foil's gone.
What do you mean the foil's gone? What?
We sold that.
Oh, we already sold it.
Gone.
How did that sell?
Tuesdays, it's DC.
That's right.
Tuesdays EC. It's already on sale.
And they might have purchased it on our website that you can always visit at iwantmorecomics.com.
Just snatch that up. Didn't even have to come into the store.
Nope.
What a smart person. Chris Berman does have a scratch-off cover.
Yes.
A what?
It's a scratch-off cover. So if you look, Jane might have several different personalities, and maybe it's going to be a reveal comic book. So obviously there's going to be a ton of people that don't scratch this off to see who they have, but each one of them, there is a ratio. I will say that tonight on the stream, we have a damaged copy, and we were like, well, come on, we got to show it off, right? So I'm about to ruin this comic.
It's not necessarily ruined.
I'm doing what they're asking me to do.
Before we completely get there, let me show you also the 1 in 25 that we have from Mike Perkins.
Excellent.
But what does a scratch-off mean? A scratch-off means that there were 5 different personalities of Jane that were available to her. One of them, I believe, is brand new to this story right now. It is covered with like a lottery ticket scratch-off thing as Richie turns around and reveals the secret of what's behind this one. The 5 different covers are completely intermixed. Don't know what's what until you get there, until you scratch it off, if you ever do scratch it off. So this is the personality Shy that has been revealed here in all this. It's a fun little device that they put together. We did have it up on the pre-hype with the inside the Comic Talk group that we had. But there you have it. That's how those work.
Look.
And if you buy one of these, you completely get the option as to whether you're going to reveal it ever or not.
Yes. But that was fun. And that was cool.
But again, that one was just damaged. We couldn't sell it because, like there wasn't good enough quality. So we was like, hey, you know what we could try? We could do this.
It's going to take everything for me not to be able to just scratch that off.
You did buy one, didn't you?
Yep. I'm just going to scratch it off. I know it.
We've got 2 number 2s here, just to remind you in case you tried it and you're like, oh, yeah, I needed that. I needed that.
This is a PSA to tell you that when I talked about Local Man, I was like, well, Tim Seeley's like, for me, I'm going to tell you right now that this book is great, and I think we're all sleeping on it, and that if you want to be on it, now is the time to add, because it is one of those books that gets dwindled in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to, 1, not miss out on this, 2, get it added to your poll.
We
excellent.
should still have number 1s there. If you need to try it,
number 1s.
We got it. We can get you on that. Tony Fleeks, Tim Seeley on this. Local Man number 2, $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
The other issue number 2 that we have for today is The Exiled. This is the book that is co-created with Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
And by the Whatnot Publishing. This is number 2 here. First cover is George Cambadius, and that is $3.99. Second cover, probably going to draw your eyes to it because you're going to remember. Wesley Snipes. Wonder.
Yeah.
$4.99 for Diego Galindo, or you could call it maybe the Blade cover. I'm willing to accept that as an answer. And the last one that we have. Tony Kent.
One of my favorite movies.
Taco Bell.
Yes, this is Demolition Man.
3
Yes.
seashells.
They don't know about the 3 seashells.
They don't know. $4.99 for that one.
There you go.
That's that. That's a show. We brought it. Done threw it down.
There's a ton going to be available tomorrow, so don't miss out. We will see you then, and let's close out March in a great way, guys. We will be live tomorrow for our stream sale. Don't miss out on that. And until then, have a good new comic book day.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.